Good day, everyone, and welcome all you to the 14th Annual Connecticut Renaissance Fair and to our bird show that we call Birds of the Gauntlet. This beautiful red bird is not a bird of prey. She's a scarlet macaw whose name is Scully. Few people realize that in the wild and domestic situations, parrots eat meat. They're omnivores just like we are. These meat items come from the usual sources the birds consume, which are insects, grubs, and the like. The parrots will occasionally eat carrion, especially marrow carrion. A group of macaws will fly down to the skeleton of a carcass that has been stripped clean by other scavengers. With their powerful beaks, they're able to break open the bones and eat the marrow inside. One of Scully's favorite treats at home are cooked bones, pork chops, steak, and even chicken and turkey bones. And she does relish that marrow. When Christopher Columbus came back to the New World, part of the treasures he brought back were living treasures. Plants, animals, and birds, scarlet macaws amongst them. Parrots make wonderful pets for the right person as long as you understand what is involved when you bring a parrot into your household. They are much more challenging and demanding than what the average pet show will tell you. Parrots have traits we've come to call vices. You cannot eliminate these traits, only learn to deal with them. The first thing the parrots do is frustrate us is scream extremely loud at about 110 decibels. To give you an idea how loud that really is, 90 decibels can cause hearing damage. This is a wonderful way for parrots to communicate when they live in the deep rainforest, but if you happen to live in a one-bedroom apartment, a large macaw like Scully is not the right pair for you. Remember, even the quietest of parrots, at the minimum, will scream at dawn to disperse the flock to go forage again at dusk to bring the same flock back into roost. And to the parrots, that is the other members of the household. Another thing the parrots do to frustrate owners is they bite extremely hard. Biting is another form of communication, but this is one of the last resort. Parrots and all birds communicate using body language. It is your responsibility as the bird human to learn birdie body language, because if you don't pay attention to what your parrot is telling you, they will bite you to get their point across. Parrots are willful and independent. They have no desire to please the humans in the household. They want the humans to please them, so think about it. A parrot is a feathered 2-year-old child that happens to have pair of pliers on the end of their head, and they never outgrow the terrible tooth. They're very demanding and challenging, but yet they have wonderful traits as well. We look at the colors, and they're far more intelligent than what was originally thought. They're loving and affectionate, but can be a terribly jealous pet. That can turn into a real issue when they try to chase out of your house the humans and animals they consider to be competition. Despite these shortcomings, parrots are the third most popular pet in the world because they do something that no other animal in the world can do, and that is they talk. Now, Scully, would you like to see these nice people that have come out here in this perfect day for falconry? There you go. She is a talking parrot, but that is no assurance that the parrot you will talk. All parrots have the ability to talk, mimic human speech. Some can do sound effects. Can you imagine a parrot that can mimic a smoke alarm at full volume? A friend of mine's averaging grade has learned all of her credit card numbers. That's a true story. So if you like a parrot, do your research first. Make sure the parrot will be a welcome addition to your family, rather than a headache when you are not at home. Scarlet macaws are an endangered species in their native habitat, which is Central and South America. They currently are declining in numbers in the wild, but they will never become extinct because there are private aviaries and individuals all over the world. People love these birds as much as we do. They keep it as breeding stock, as the companion animals. We only hope that there's always a wild population for us to enjoy as well. Now, Scully, in a little while, in a very short while, we're going to bring us really fierce birds of prey. Hawks, falcons, and owls. Oh my! And some of them like to eat scarlet macaws. They taste like chicken. You're the other one. What do you have to say about that, Scully? Can you say it nice and clear? Can you say bye-bye? Can you say it again? Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. There we go, everyone. Let's have a hand for our beautiful red bird, our Scully, the scarlet macaw. Thank you, Scully, and thank everyone. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Carol. I'm a master class falconer. I have been practicing falconry for almost 40 years. I am also an eagle falconer, one of around 50 currently licensed in this country, and one of 7 women eagle falconers. My husband and assistant, Mr. Peter School, he'll be helping me with the birds we use in our program. We're here to tell you about falconry, which is the art of using train birds of prey for hunting. This is a very old hunting sport. It started at least 2,000 years before the birth of Christ. First falconers are believed to be the Arabic peoples or the Mongolian Chinese, and to this day both these cultures have a strong falconry tradition. When Western Europe came in contact with these peoples through the Silk Trade and Crusades, spread to Western Europe became immensely popular. Shakespeare's writings mention the sport. And at one time, these birds were literally worth the king's ransom. When King Richard the Lionhearted was returned back to England after his long capture, part of that ransom was 2 white deer falcons from the north. We're starting off with a beautiful bird from the New World and have a fly on out here. This beautiful lady coming to my glove, there you go, pretty girl, is named Tabasco. She's a Harris hawk, a resident of the desert Southwest bound throughout Central and South America. When you visit these birds in their desert environment, note that they will use just about any purse they can find, even cactus, and at times each other's shoulders. When they sit on each other's shoulders, we call that laddering. In birds of prey, the female is the larger and more powerful of the two genders. She protects the nest and young. Her smaller, more agile mate catches the smaller, more easily digested prey items for baby birds of prey to eat, which are called iosis. Can I go back, pretty girl? There she goes. Right on in, everyone. Our lovely Tabasco, the female Harris hawk. Very good, pretty girl. Now, the next 2 birds I'm going to show you are beautiful falcons that are quite commonly found in this area. You have probably seen these pretty little falcons sitting on a poster or wire and not even realize that they aren't quite small, only about the size of a blue jay. In Europe, they're called wind hovers or hoverhawks. In America, we call them tillyhawks, hoverhawks, sparrowhawks. It's the most common nickname for the smallest falcon in North America. That is the American kestrel. Torpedo's walking out with our handsome male. His name is Osceola. He displays the typical bluish wings of the male. And I bring out our little Irene. She has brown wings. They are one of the few birds of prey that do have a color difference between males and females. These are also a bird of prey that you can invite to reside on your property by providing nest boxes for them. In the wild, they nest in dead hollow trees, so nest boxes are an excellent substitute. Not only are kestrels beautiful, they are very beneficial in that they eat insects and mice as part of their regular diet. Kestrels have declined in recent years, and we're trying to figure out why, so there's a new program started this past year called the American Kestrel Partnership. You can put up nest boxes to attract these birds and monitor them to figure out what is going on with our lovely little tiny falcons. And you can also get your property certified wildlife friendly while you're at it. That is also through the National Wildlife Federation. It's a great program where we do need to find out what's going on with our kestrels, and we can help them rebound by putting up those nest boxes like we've done for bluebirds and woodducks. Now let me see if I can get her to tell you how fierce she is. Are you ferocious? Tell me how fierce you are. There you go. Thank you, Irene. Now, I want to tell you the story of these 2 birds. They both were found injured in the wild. Osceola was found at the base of a window that he had collided into. He fractured his wing and actually had a compressed spine. His wings just did not heal well enough for him to be released into the wild. So he has a new career as an educational bird. Irene's story is quite different. This little bird was found inside the engine of a FedEx jet when it landed. Shocking, she was still alive. Terribly burned, her feathers were singed, her face and feet were burned, but she survived this injury. Her feathers grew back beautifully, but if you look at her face, her beak, and you look at her feet, she has a beak that's not a raptor's beak. I have to file it each month to keep it from growing malformed, cuticle and beaks damaged from the burn. And she lost almost all of her talons. She only has a couple little nubs of talons left, so she has fingers instead of talons. She has a tough time even sitting on a perch. You don't realize how much they need them to grip the perch. There you go, Irene. We also do put our birds of prey back into their boxes for their own personal safety. Larger birds of prey do have a tendency to eat their smaller cousins. There you go, Irene. Pretty little lady. There we go. The next bird flying out in our program is a beautiful owl whose name is Newton. Newton is a barn owl, which is the most nocturnal of all species of owls. Owls you most frequently see a dawn or a dusk with the great horned owl or the barn owl. So Peter will be walking around our barn owl in a moment so you can see the differences in these 2 species. First thing people notice on owls is their beautiful faces. Their faces are actually parabolic sound receptors. Following what they hear is the ears and the sides of their head, which is placed asymmetrically. Owls' ears are crooked. One is higher than the other and tilted at a different angle. This gives all owls, but especially the barn owl, the best directional hearing of any creature on earth. So I'm going to have our newts fly out to the sound of my voice. There he is, everyone. Hi, Newton. And if you listen carefully, you'll notice that he does not hoot. Barn owls make a variety of noises other than hoots, which make them responsible for a lot of the hauntings in the old buildings that they occupy. Unfortunately, they are declining in numbers and our farming practices have changed. Old wooden barns and silos, which were ideal for them to hover and nest in, have been replaced with metal buildings. Wise farmers and landowners realize the rodent control value of owls, so putting up nest boxes and perching platforms for owls to hover from. One pair of barn owls in the spring was observed bringing 23 mice to the nest in a 1.5-hour period. Excellent natural rodent control considered to be far more ecologically sound than using cats. Studies have found that cats for rodent control present a lot of problems. Instead of killing destructive rodents, cats kill our songbirds. Over 100,000 songbirds every day, adding up to almost 4 billion birds a year killed by this invasive introduced predator, the average house cat. So there's a program called Cats Indoors to educate folks about the hazards to our wildlife of letting cats roam free outside. And it's also not healthy or safe for the cat as well. Great programs growing nationwide, so feel free to grab one of our business cards at the front of our tent. We have other links as well to teach you more about birds of prey. Sir Peter's brought out our beautiful barn owl whose name is Norton. Norton was found hidden on the side of the road in upstate New York, and he has some permanent crippling injuries from the auto collision. His left eye is blind from the rest of his separate. His left wing is fused at the wrist from the bones being broken. Inadvertently, we are all responsible for such injuries. I don't know if anyone has tossed a trash on the road, but if you or there was a food item, that apple core, pizza crust, you toss that on the road, you attract rodents, and that in turn attracts their predators. Well over 60,000 birds of prey are killed on our highways each year. Let's reduce those numbers and not toss out attractive nuisance food trash. I already told you how accurately they can hear. Well, with owls, at night the source of light only needs to be the equivalent of a candle held 1/2 a mile away. They can fly silently with their soft, muffled wings, feathers, turn their heads 270 degrees, so their eyes are fixed on their head, and they also have twice as many bones in their necks. We do. We have 7, they 14. But owls have an exceedingly poor sense of smell. To give you an idea how poor it really is, great horned owls love to kill and eat skunks. Newton and Norton are going back, everyone, and we're going to be bringing out our Harris hawks again. Well, you've already been introduced to our Tabasco. At 15 years of age, she's what we call our teaching or mentor hawk. She's the one we've had the longest in our program. Mercedes is the youngest of 6, the Doc is 8. And our oldest Harris hawk is a retiree. She's retired from falconry. Her name is Pepper, so she has a new semi-retirement as an educational bird. The unique thing about Harris hawks, they hunt together in family groups, much like a pack of wolves, even sharing the prey once they are successful. These birds will have free range in this entire arena. So if you brought any articles of food, especially meat items like steak on a steak or those turkey legs, hide them from view of the hawks. I don't think any of you would appreciate a Wild Kingdom moment in the middle of your meal. And if you are done with your food items, do not discard even the tiniest piece on the ground, because remember, our birds do have eyes like a hawk that they'll go looking for. But before we get started, we do need the assistance of someone that would like to help us out here with our birds. Anybody out here? All right, you in the green jacket, come on out. Okay. And what is your name, please? Okay, Holly, you have a very important job, and that is to hold the tea toast. So before you do, remember to put on the biohazard hat. Let's see. That's the right way. Now turn it around. There you go. It has a long bill in the back. There you go. Extra long bill in the back. Keeps it sun off your neck. There you go. This is the T-post. This is the perch that we use in the field when we don't have a safe or suitable place for our birds to land. So we provide it for them. All four will be flying in tandem just like they do in the wild. Mercedes has a tendency to land in odd spots. She might even land right beside you. But don't try to touch her. She likes to watch the show and then participate in it. We're going to have all four of them. This is perfect falconry weather. We love it here. All right, I am ready. Tabasco. Then Mercedes. Put her up there. Mercedes. Now I gotta get the other two out. I'm never quick enough for this. I have to double my hawk too. Fortune. All right, Doc. And then our newest bird in the program, Pepper. Come on, Pep. Pep. Big tree. Come on. Pep. Here she comes. Ah. There you go. No, you couldn't have it, Tabasco. There you go. Good girl. Our lovely Pepper. Everyone, notice that our birds enjoy this hawk food. It is a gourmet hawk food. A combination of chopped whole chicken, quail pate, and marinated minced mouse. Since our birds are predators, we do our best to copy their natural diet that consists of the aforementioned roasts, chicken, squab, partridge, and of course the game they caught. The predators that you have at home, your cats and dogs, can practice these same dietary habits if given a chance. If you've ever let your pets go out and forage for rats and mice, and you let them eat the big cod, note that they will eat the entire animal if it is small enough. With larger prey, they eat the less appetizing internal organs. Predators do require veggies in their diet to get their veggies by consuming the stomach, intestines, and viscera of the baby cod, or the entire carcass if it is small enough. Mice would feed a bird their vitamin pills because they are so very nutritious. Christy is going to play a little game of tag with our Harris hawk. We recommend that you heed Sir Peter's warning.
Don't look up with your mouth open.
Any Pep? You want to go up here, Pep? He's just a play catch too.
Is that Pepper up there?
That's Tabasco up on the T-post.
Is that Tabasco?
Yep. And that's Sadie on the ground. Oh, she's on the tree today. That Pepper does it. Got it, good girl. There we go, the Harris Hawk circus. There we go, everybody. Really off. Now let's see if we can get them to do the footwork.
Come on, hurry.
There you go. Being a bird of prey out in the wild seems to be a wonderful way to live. You get to go out hunting whenever you're hungry as a master or mistress of your domain. Harsh co-factor nature is up to 9 out of 10 of these birds that have hatched in the wild this past spring will be dead before their first birthday. Young and experienced hawks die for either injury, disease, or most commonly starvation. This is where falconry is found to be very beneficial to the birds that we come across and train. We take it on a migrant, train them a year, release them. The following spring, the survival rate reverses to about 7 out of 10 survive to breeding age. Falconers are also the ones to breed birds in captivity and release the progeny of these projects back into the wild. Endangered peregrine. There we go. It has been over 40 years, and I'm pleased to say peregrines are no longer endangered. They have been removed from the list of endangered species. We falconers are extremely proud of this leadership report we play in restoring these beautiful birds back to their rightful place in nature. Who's all in? Tabasco and Doc? Okay. Come on, girls. Say Pep. Here comes Pep. Come on, Pep. Come on, girl. Sweetheart. Okay. Let's see if we can get her to go along. Oh, she's going to go up there. Okay, Sadie. Come on out, Sadie. Holly's going up here. Come on, Sadie. She'll come. Okay, Sadie, ready to kettle up? There we go. Pep's still learning this last part. Up here comes Pep. You ready? Not yet. Pep. 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 Pepperhawk. Holly, let's walk down this way of the T-post, please. Look, she's trying to get her. Come on in, Pep. post. So let's see if we can get her to go right on in. Pet. Ready to go in? Pet. 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 Come on, just walk with her, Holly. She'll do that. She'll go for a free ride. There she goes. Let's see if she goes on in, everyone.
Aww.
Not yet. Okay, let's move down a little more, Holly. Go this way. Let's go towards the first. She's doing this in little bitty steps. Trying to get her to go on in. She gets extra treats from this too. Fantastic. Okay. Up on the perch and pet. Pet. Let's see. Almost. Okay, one more try, Holly. We're trying to get her to go from point A. She does it from the glove quite well. Turn the perch so she can see that silhouette. Pet. Pet.
Aww.
Okay, Pet, come here. All right, there you go. Let's get her in. All right, everyone. Let's have a hand for help for Polly. Polly. Thank you so much, Polly. Now we'll take the biohazard hat as well. Looks like it did its job. All right. Thank you so much. And before you go, please take a bow. Thank you. The next bird we're going to fly is a beautiful peregrine falcon whose name is Mary Fiona. We call her Fiona for short. She's actually bred at the Peregrine Farm in Boise, Idaho, and she's quite a bird. The peregrine is considered to be the world's fastest bird. They've been clocked at speeds exceeding 240 miles an hour. The high-speed power dive is called stoops. They will use these stoops to overcome their prey. And we're going to demonstrate how she flies with a little game we call stooping to the lure. Think of this as an avian version of the cat and string game that everyone has played with a little kid. Our game is somewhat more spectacular. We play ours in the sky. I'm garnishing up her lure, making sure her food is ready to go. And we're going to have her come on out. Okay, I'm ready. Come on. Ready, Fiona? Here she comes, everyone. Note this bird's flying style is very different from the owls and hawks that we flew earlier. The falcons use up a whole lot of sky. The style of the peregrine is perfect for falconry because they do come around in concentric circles above the falcon. She wants to lure fly today. There we go. She will pull between 25 and 35 G's in those stoops. A trained and conditioned human can only survive up to about 12 G's. So she is doing very well. Let's see if we can get her to come on around. She's going to cut the daisies again. There you go. And this is a whole lot of fun. This is a great dance we play with the bird. It's great conditioning for both of us. It's thrilling to watch. Let's see if we can get her to come on in again. There we go. And get this dance going again. You want to take it this time, Fiona? Yep. She's going to come on around. Buzz your heads. There we go. Beautifully flown by Fiona Falk. Very good, pretty girl. Before she starts feeding on her lure, note that she looks around very suspiciously. This is because in the wild, predatory animals steal from each other. Another hawk, owl, eagle, bobcat, coyote, even a stray pet dog or cat would be happy to steal Fiona's food from her. This code of piracy is very much the way of predatory life. It's simply a more efficient way to get your food. So all predatory animals are protective of their meals, defensive of the space around their meals, due to the piracy that they all practice. And she's a very defensive bird. She's a little tricky to get off the lure. She has to settle down, get out of that zone of protection, that little protective zone that she's thinking about, that something might steal her dinner. So I'm going to transfer this. There, just move your wing a little bit, honey. There we go. And you're going to eat your treat. I always have to go with the falcon's pace, and sometimes she can take a little bit of time. Come on. Come on, let's go this way, Fiona. Fiona. Ready? Ready, Fiona? Ready to transfer off? You gotta eat your treat, dear. There's a treat on there. Yes, yes. The treat's over here, Fiona. Behind you. You got the treat? Come on, Fiona. Come on, dear. Okay, well, we'll try and transfer off. See this treat here? She goes, yes. There's a treat.
Adorable.
That's okay, I'm going to eat the one on the lure first. You got the one off the lure? There you go, sweetheart. You want to transfer off? Because I want it. Everything now. Come on, Fiona. Oh. She's going to eat the one on the lure now. Okay, she says, oh, I got to eat the one on the lure. She's tired. Very defensive, very protective. There you go, honey. Now she's eating her treat on the lure, so once she finishes that up, she'll be more willing to transfer. But she's got to protect it. She's very, very protective of the lure. There you go, pretty girl. I'm going to kind of help her along a little bit. Come on, let's go skiing. There you go. A little bit of skiing right there. A little bit of ground skiing. There you go, girl. Nice big treat. Yeah, it's all kind of bony. Finish it off. There you go, sweetheart. Now, what I do is I step on the lure so she can't take it with her when she goes. And transfer on over. You ready? This one here. She wants to keep the lure too. No, you can't take it. There you go. Get your treat. And then right up here. She's going to eat that one. And then you want to come on up to the glove. Now remember, this bird's untethered. She has a choice. She can either go or she can stay. So finish her treat in her foot. Nice fun treat. She takes extra time. There's your bony treat. It's got lots of bones in it. It takes a long time to eat it. Okay, you want this one too? Yes, honey. And it's a chilly day, so she's extra. Good football weather is also good falconry weather. Come on, honey. There you go. Come on. There's a treat. There we go, everyone. Let's have a hand for Fiona. Now, lords and ladies, we do pass the hat at the end of the show, so if any of you would like to tip the performance of our birds, the training of their falconers, it would be greatly appreciated. Also, please keep is our demonstration of archery and the siege machine. Very interesting. Thank you so much, and take time to enjoy everything we have to offer at the Connecticut Renaissance Fair. Thank you again, and enjoy your day.